good afternoon, good morning. Welcome to Armory. Welcome to Full Time Sports Network. Welcome to X. Welcome to Brentford 1, Arsenal 3 post match reaction. Look, great to get 3 points. Wasn't scintillating by Arsenal. Some of the players, and ahhing a bit about them, if I'm honest. But yeah, look, the important thing is 3 points. We've obviously got a very busy month. 8 games left to play in just this month alone. So it's important to get the 3 points. Confidence booster going into the weekend against Brighton, which is going to be a tough game as well. But yeah, it's good to get the 3 points. Big up to Simba's already in. Remember, signed the contract, big boy. Well, obviously we need to agree a price as well. We don't want to overpay for him. That's the one thing I will agree here. We don't want to overpay for Remo, but you can quite clearly see that he would be a very good signing for us because he had a very good game for Brentford today, if I'm honest. Some of the Brentford players were very good today. On another day, who knows? But yeah, that little period just after the second half killed them. And then all the subs killed the game. So Brentford should get some blame for that as well because they made 4 changes. We made 3. That killed the game. I was, be honest, I wasn't paying much attention to it because I hate that amount of substitutions in one. It just kills the game so badly. Maybe that's what Thomas Frank wanted to kill the game because it definitely did. But yeah, look, 3 points are 3 points. I'll take it. I wasn't confident about this. I did think this might be a banana skin, but we've managed to get past it. Obviously, still a hard game at the weekend. We've still got to get through at Brighton. So, obviously, we'll talk about Brighton on Friday. But let's talk about Brentford game. Overall, really good. But there were definitely some aspects that I'm not happy with. And that is the important factor here, which I will delve into when I get to player ratings. Big up to Chris, who was with us throughout the watch along as well. Good win was game of 2 halves. First game of many tough games this month done. Yeah, exactly. First half, that wasn't great. Second half, we had a little moment where we were outstanding, and then it all dwindled once all the changes were made. To be fair, the game just died. So in Bremo, look, a lot of people seem to be putting a lot of blame on Raya. I get it, but I'm still on the opinion that was Raya. 40% blame, 60% Calafiori. Calafiori should not be given Bremo that kind of space at all. We all know the threat he causes and what he's got in his arsenal. You don't give him that kind of space. You don't give him that much space to run into and go with the shot because he is dangerous. Simba saying, when Neri and Skelly is special, it makes me appreciate our academy. 10 years ago, we wouldn't be able to produce these special talents. No, we had a couple here and there about 10 years ago, but yeah, it didn't really come to much, and you could probably look at their careers now and see where they are, and they're not really anywhere. But right now, we've got probably one of the best crop we've had for a long time. We kind of need to add a little bit more to it, and we'll do that by not nabbing, but purchasing younger talent from other clubs just to fill in the gaps where we are missing some products, because obviously at that level you kind of need a good 11, which we don't have in all the teams, if I'm honest. There's some that are not going to make it. Obviously Josh Robinson, for people that follow the academy enough, Josh Robinson has just left to go to Wigan on a permanent transfer, so we've lost another defender from our academy. I think he was 20, Josh, I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, I think he was 20, so he's left. But that could be to open up a path for someone else that's in the younger range, so hopefully there is a benefit from losing Josh, but we'll see. But yeah, I don't think Brentford are good defensively despite playing with 3 at the back, but that's not Arsenal problem. It's not. And what I would say is obviously Yanal was one of the centre backs today. Not really a defender, if I'm honest. Yanal, Van der Berg obviously had a knock, wasn't fully fit. That's why he came off. Ruslev, for me, is not a good defender. Lewis Potter's not a defender. He's a left winger. And Collins was the only really good defender, if I'm honest. But again, that's not our problem. That's Brentford's. But yeah, I do agree with what you're saying there. I think Arsenal struggle against teams that play with low block and do nothing. AK, it's yeah, totally agree. Apparently, that Robertson who signs for Wigan makes way for Calvin Ramsey to leave Wigan. Ah, interesting. Ethan, you can see he is a special talent. Big up to King, 100%. Definitely a special talent. Been saying it for a long time. It's taken a while for us to see it, but yes, it's thankfully we're all seeing it now, and we will see it while Saka's out. But doesn't mean we won't delve into the market. Just so everyone's fully aware, we will be delving into the market. But Ranieri will be given his opportunities now, which is good. Calafield doesn't look like he understands the angles of defending from the flanks. He makes defensive decisions like he's in central areas. Yeah, I agree with this. I'm pretty sure, I'm not 100% sure, but when he was playing at Bologna, I'm pretty sure he was playing in a back three and a left-sided of the back three. I might be wrong, but he doesn't look comfortable as a left back. I'm fed up of saying this about our left backs, but our left backs don't seem to know how to be a left back. We're going to lose one that does know how to be a left back. He's going to be leaving, Kieran Tierney. But yeah, it's it's annoying. There's no other way of saying it, to be fair. Yeah. King saying they miss Rico Hen. Oh, 100%. Yeah, I'll take him in a heartbeat, Rico. I want to see MLS in midfield. Still not happy with Reno. Oh, thank you, King. I'm glad I'm not the only one here. One, about MLS. Yes, he's a DM, not a left back. This inverted rubbish has got to stop. Lewis Skelly, for all his time in the academy, he is... I think Bath Time's just come into the wrong studio. Yeah. There we go. Sorry, Bath Time just came in the studio, and I'm like, nope, not United based. Anyway, and still not happy with it. Oh yeah, I'm not. Look, his goal came from the fact that he didn't have to move, which seems to be his speciality. If he doesn't have to move, he's okay. Because he doesn't look. I think he had about a 5-minute spell where he actually did some running and looked okay, but yeah, I'm not convinced by him at all, if I'm honest. So Ramsey returned to Liverpool and being linked with Carlisle to save. Oh, interesting. So we're actually technically helping you out. That's interesting. Ethan has a better brain than Odegaard for such a young age, but he is not ready. Yes, Freddie, he's not ready. Obviously, that's an inside joke, people. M&S looks like our left back, funny enough. Yeah. Well, this is the thing, right? I'm not a great fan of a big Arsenal TV channel, but there was someone that was saying, why are we dropping Lewis Skelly for Calafiori to come back in? And I'm totally in agreement. Lewis Skelly has done nothing wrong. He's been playing well, fits our system well. Why are we dropping him just because Calafiori's fit? Makes no sense to me at all. Calafiori is left-sided centre back. Yeah, he is, which is great if we're playing a back three, but we're not. We play a position where he's going to have to be a left back. He doesn't know how to do it, and it is about angles and it is about understanding the run. He doesn't seem to be able to do that, and that worries me. That's going to be a problem long term, and eventually I'm going to dislike him as a left back. I'll be honest. He needs to improve on that because otherwise he's going to be in my bad books. Simba saying he was basically given freedom as a left-sided centre-back to move and would be basically whatever that left centre midfield role is now expected. Yeah, totally agree, Simba. Yes, totally agree. So yeah, we've got a sidetrack there. Jesus, good goal, by the way. It was someone crossed it in. There was a shot, wasn't it? A shot deflected, and Jesus was there to follow it up with the header. That's how that happened. Sorry, it's been a long time. Reno was in the right place at the right time. There was a lot of Jenga going on, backwards and forwards, and Reno just dinked it in. Martinez's goal was good as well. I know that there was a lot of talk about being set piece FC again. Yeah, just people need to stop doing that, because honestly, everyone scores from set pieces. It's part of football. It's what happens. Get used to it. It's like us with Cameron Harper. He's a left wing back, but he's playing as left centre midfielder. We're playing wing. Oh, Jesus. To be fair, Lewis Potter's doing it okay at Brentford, but he clearly shouldn't be there. He is a proper left winger, does it very well, but he's got defensive frailties. So, was the signing plan before the Saka? Yeah. No. So we were always going to be getting a forward. But it's because there's so many different options out there at the moment, and what you've also got to bear in mind, Arsenal will only sign someone that is financially sensible. So we're not going to overpay for someone just because it's January. We're not going to be like, oh, you're going to pay 200 million for Lord Bentner, that kind of thing. So that ain't happening. Arsenal will not overpay for someone. So that's the positive. It's going to take time. I don't see anything quick happening, but we will sign a forward of creative style, because we are missing something, and Arteta knows this, and Josh knows this. We're missing that creative spark, because let's be honest, Odegaard's not doing it enough at the moment. So we do need someone else that's got creative spark that can literally just take on someone, do it themselves. So we will be doing it eventually. Good to see Martinelli and Jesus score. We need them in form. 100% King. Who are the forward options we are going for in Jan? Nico, Lookman, Semenyo. Nico, as far as I'm aware, still won't move. That might change, but at the moment, I don't believe it is. Lookman doesn't make financial sense. Semenyo is someone that we have looked at, and Remo is someone that we've looked at. There are other names as well, but it's someone that can just do it themselves without... It's quite hard to explain. I'm trying to think of a player like Danny Olmo. Danny Olmo is a situation that obviously we're looking at because, he can't be registered. I think Danny Olmo will end up being a loan move because he can't be played. Voldemort from Juventus links will never die. I'm guessing you want about Vlahovic. They won't die. They'll probably be mentioned in the summer as well, if I'm honest. Has the newborn causing Odegaard sleepless night? He looks tired. Sorry, King, I'm going to be quite mean here. I honestly don't care what the reason is. If you're not up for it, you shouldn't be playing. That's how I look at it. Because out of 5 games, he's only really properly performed in 1, which is not good enough for the player that everyone seems to say he is the Messiah. He's the thing that makes us tick. Really? Well, he's been missing from 4 of the last 5 games, in my opinion. He only really appeared in the Crystal Palace game. The other 4, I've been struggling to see where he's turned up. It's not me hating on him. I don't have an agenda. It's just I don't get what everyone sees about him, because world-class players turn up no matter what. They'll have off games. They all do. But not such a big amount of them in such a small space of time. That's not good enough for me. Big up to Luke. As I was not allowed, and my brother-in-law wipes the seats, and the steward said not allowed in stadium. Purple like the green, but it was £10 more. Big up to you, Luke. I hope you had a good go. Honestly, to be honest, mate, I didn't look up the scores from today. I'll see if I quickly look them up, because obviously I don't know how your Northampton got on. Let's have a look. Northampton Town. Oh, Drew. Oh, jeez. Drew 0-0. Not a good start to the new year, is it? 0-0 draw against Stevenage. Not an excuse. I don't understand why he's so poor. Even his passing is poor, and he's normally good on the ball. Yeah, I no, it's definitely not understand. I just... If you're not up to it, personally, Arteta just go, okay, whilst you're in whatever situation you're in right now, don't play. When Neri could have played. That's how I look at it. Odegaard seems like he's lost all of his creative instincts. I'm afraid so. Against Brighton, Arsenal need to play their best midfield, which is not Marino. Keep Lewis Skelly at left back. Maybe play Trossard, who has point to prove versus Old Klopp. Yeah, and trust me, he will enjoy it as well. Right, let's look at the stats for the game. 50-50 possession. Unusual, but has happened. 5 shots for Brentford, 14 for Arsenal, 2 shots on target for Brentford, 5 for the Arsenal, 4 corners for Brentford, just the 3 for Arsenal today. Final third phase passes, 68% for Brentford, 80% for Arsenal, so decent enough. XG for everyone that loves XG, 0.29 for Brentford, 0.16 from open play, 0.13 from set plays, 0.68 from XG on target, which is very good. When you double your XG, that's good, by the way, for on target. Arsenal 1.95 XG, 1.32 from open play, 0.63 from set plays, 0 from penalties, obviously, and 3.14 from XG on target, which is very good. See, Chris, I knew you'd love it. I knew you'd love it. Everyone loves it. He's tried to force shots and play a hero ball like Bruno, but he doesn't have the ability. Totally agree. Totally agree, Simba. He's overthinking things at the moment. I had 5 XG today with Van Walking. I did. Oh, crikey. Now, this stat doesn't happen very often. Passes, more for Brentford than us. 83% accuracy for both teams, though. Own half, 236 for Brentford, 146 for Arsenal, 161 opposition half for Brentford, 243 for Arsenal. Accuracy in long balls, 49% for Brentford, Arsenal 34%. Accuracy in crosses, 13% for Brentford, 30% for Arsenal. Touches in the opponent's box, 10 for Brentford, 47 for Arsenal. Important part, duels. Now, for once, we've actually won all of them. Delighted. So this is much better. I'm glad we've improved this because this was starting to panic me a little bit. But 60% duels won today, 59 duels, ground duels, 61 aerial, and perfect dribbles 62, which actually says quite a lot because Ranieri would have got quite a few of those. Now I know where Pike gets his XG from. I will guarantee it's definitely not from me. I probably know the company that does it because it's probably the same as mine. Is Hammer Room in trouble? No, he's not in trouble. At the end of the day, he knows he hasn't got the team. Now, the only thing that he'll lose, where he'll be in trouble, is if he was able to sign some players, which is going to be tricky in January, if I'm honest, because Man United have to sell to buy. If those players come in and the system doesn't work, even with his own players, then he'll be in trouble. But at the moment, it's a system that he knows he needs to do. And it's just, it's a mess at United. I feel sorry for Amarim because I do think he's a very, very good coach. But he has to get his own players in. Now, Ugarte obviously is someone he knows. He's played with him before. So he will fit the system, but it's a lot of other players that are needed. And Man United need to get the players out. So that's down to United now to try and sell some players to be able to buy some in. Sacking Amarim sends United back even more. 100% he does. For United fans who want him out, just shut up. Yeah, I'm the same. Honestly, I don't know where their minds are. They're in trouble. The club's in trouble. They need a big, massive refix. And if they don't get that, then they're going to be in trouble. It's got nothing to do with the coach now. It was Ten Hag. Well, a little bit was Ten Hag. I wouldn't say all of it was, but majority of it was Ten Hag. But this is Amarim. He is a top-class coach. Young, I know. Not had much experience, I know. But his system will work and it will all click once it is allowed to. Right, let's get on to the starting lineup. The only thing I wasn't happy was Marino, if I'm honest, and I'm still not convinced. It's not me hating on him because everyone thinks I've just got agendas, but I don't. I just don't see how he fits in our system. He's a good player, but just not for me, for this team. Right, we'll start with Raya in goal. I'll be honest, he's going to have to get a 6. Yes, I know it didn't go in, but he still made the error. So I'm not going to forget that. So he's going to get a 6 for that. Timber, he's going to get a 7 because he's obviously cost us net this weekend because obviously now he's suspended against Brighton at the weekend, which scares the poop out of me, if I'm honest, because I've got a feeling that means party at right back. Saliba, Gabriel, they both get 7s. Calafiori gets a 7 as well. Odegaard, 6. Yeah, I'm going to have to give him a 6. Party gets an 8 because I thought he was very good today. Marino got a goal, so I'm going to have to give him a 7. But if he didn't get that goal, he'd be getting a 6 as well because it sucked. Waneri gets an 8. Martinelli gets an 8. And to be fair, Jesus gets an 8 as well because I thought the front three were pretty good today. I was very happy with all 3 of them. Let's see. Oh, hang on. Sorry, I've missed a few comments. My prediction is Liverpool 5, Man United 0. I'm actually being nice, no joke. That's for United at their best, but defensively lets them down. We will get chances, 100%. It's the chance you've got to put away, isn't it? I feel for Amrin, but I know that he loves his system and the reason why Liverpool stayed away. They need it rebuilt, not a new coach. Yeah, 100%. I hope it's 7-0 because my review will be priced with 2 7-up cans. It could be. It could be an absolute nightmare for him this weekend, I'll be honest. Bruno is good squad play, but the price and the time it took to get him raised people's expectations. Yes. Again, Gasimba, I agree. When Neri gets a chance and does well, shocking. Chris, I know. It's amazing. It's like a miracle. Right, first half 6. He did. I don't know what was going on with him. There was a couple of moments where he had a heavy touch as well, and the player nearly closed him down. I think someone went to lob him as well because he was nowhere near his goal. And then he did that moment with the save, and it just kind of went through his fingers. I don't know what happened, to be fair. I can't remember what happened, but I know it went backwards. But yeah, he just didn't look great, did he? Timber sits because yeah, exactly, King. You got to rate him down because he knows he's one yellow card from suspension, so you have to be sensible because if you reach, I think it's the halfway mark, isn't it? Or there's a certain date in this month that you get to, and then it kind of resets. So Saliba 7, Gabriel 7, Cala 5. Okay, yeah, I actually do. Yeah. To be fair, I don't know why I gave him a 7. Yeah, because now I just remember the goal. So 6. Yeah. Unfortunately for United, they are going to there to set up to score down. If they go for it, then that's suicidal even more. 100%. Party 7, good game, close to it. Yeah. I thought Party was really good today. Like I've said, he's been one of our most consistent players this season. For someone I don't particularly want at the club, I'm happy. I don't have agendas. I will say if they're good, I'll say it. I just personally think that we need to move on because money, we ain't going to get much for him now. We're paying him a fortune. And we kind of have to move on from him quicker than not. And now is the time to do it. Because if not, there could be a gap, which worries me. I'm worried about the gap between the new DM and the old DMs. And that's the bit that worries me, is the gap. I think that gap is going to get bigger and bigger the longer he's here, instead of being a short gap where they can quickly acclimatise and stuff. But yeah. Reno gets a 6 because of the goal. He leaves too much space in midfield, looks lost, but he scored. Yeah, exactly. agreement. Odegaard gets a 5. Please do not tell Moss that, Blimenek. Scary that Saka was the only natural right winger. Let's address that soon. We will be buying a forward player that is going to be good on the wing, so I'm not too worried too much about it. Nelly gets an 8, Jesus gets an 8, Heathen gets a 7. Yeah, fine with those, King, honestly. So yeah, I think I scored all those. Right, let's quickly do the subs. To be fair, they're not going to get much ratings. Obviously, these group of 3 did come on for enough time, but I'll be honest, I don't think I can give them much because they didn't do much. So I'm going to give Rice a 6, Trossard a 6, Lewis Skelly a 6. There's nothing I can really give them because they didn't do much, if I'm honest, because the game died. Jorginho came on for Odegaard. Again, came on for 6 minutes, so nothing. And Zinchenko came on the dying moments and at some point was actually number 9, which confused me. Amarin and Williamson got similar issues. Not players to suit their system, but we are sick of listening to Williamson nonsense. Not upbeat and skips questions about fans why we want him out. Yeah, I totally get that. It's partly close to the leaving, in my opinion. He's going to get much too much money to sit on the bench when we get a new midfielder. Yeah, well, this is the thing. He's out of contract at the end of the season. Now, I know we were trying to talk to him about getting a new contract for him, but currently it scares me a little bit that, one, there's no Chris is trying to wind me up here. Yeah, it's just can't get it out of my head. Sorry. Yeah, it's got to a point now where we have to get a new DM because unknown Jorginho and Partey, it's getting to a point where it's definitely the end of his time. So a new DM will come in. It will be obviously an established DM. Take time to acclimatise as well. So yeah, I don't know if we're going to be able to keep him. I would personally let Jorginho go, keep Partey for 1 season alone, and then get an established DM that comes in, and also get a youth DM to get him trained up and be around for when we need him. So like the Jorginho role has a bit part in our squad. So yeah, the Partey situation is worrying me a little bit at the moment, if I'm honest. But yeah, this is why I was losing my head. Zinni gets a 10 from Chris. Zinni man of the match. Subs all 6. Yeah, to be fair, yeah. There's literally nothing. The game was dead. The whole thing just died. Obviously, we rate Hover now because he's important. Set pieces today were subpar, if I'm honest. There was only 3 corners we had. So I'm going to give it a 6 for Hover. Arteta, going to give him a 7. Didn't do anything fantastic, but didn't do anything stupid today. So yeah, 7 I think will do for Arteta today, if I'm honest. So yeah, my only worry is that zone he can defend and control is getting smaller and smaller. Yeah, totally agree, Timber. But yeah, so that's it for the match review. Thank you ever so much for tuning in again. I will be back Friday to do the match preview for the Brighton game. There will be a watch along at the weekend as well because it's a 5:30 kickoff on a Saturday, so I can do that. But that's it, guys. Thank you ever so much for tuning in. Big up to the 150 people currently watching. Really appreciate it. We've got 2 more signings incoming according to Williamson. Whelan from Gateshead being one of them. Imagine my shock raiding X Club. Oh, God. It's not what you want to see sometimes, is it? Right. Enjoy your evening, guys. I will speak to you very soon. Bye-bye.